It's just after sunrise in the mountains of central Pennsylvania, and cows are grazing the sloping pastures at Huntingdon Farm, a 300-acre purebred Angus and hay operation.
We are 25 miles south of State College, where Penn State University is. And that's where I went to school. And I was mentored there by Professor Herman Purdy, who had an interest in getting a farm, and we bought it in 1970. Through the guidance of Professor Purdy, we had a show string. We were showing cattle on a regular basis and doing pretty well with that. After his passing, we changed gears and are producing registered Angus cattle.
John has always been passionate from day one when he envisioned this farm. And he always tells the story as he came down Loop Road and he saw this setting, that was going to be his life. And so he had a vision for the farm here in rehabilitating it, which he has done. And everything that he touches just evolves into something beautiful.
John Dawes has no trouble staying busy. An innovative Angus breeder, John is also co-author of the book Breeds of Cattle. And from his office at the farm, John serves as executive director of the Foundation for Pennsylvania Watersheds.
The Foundation for Pennsylvania Watersheds was established in 1994 by the Heinz Endowments in Pittsburgh. Now we distribute about $2 million a year in small grants for watershed improvement. We pay for rotational grazing system to be implemented. A lot of our work pertains to abandoned mine land.
John and Katie's passion for restoring and protecting their farm is clear. The home they live in dates to 1840, and they've relocated a historic cabin that is now a perfect place to share some of their best management practices with guests.
It's important that we let folks come here and see this farm as a demonstration of good things that can be done, and that it's something that everyone should pay attention to.
We built this cabin, which is a recycled building. It was moved from the southern part of the county, and had the desire, knowing people in the Green Building Alliance, to make it a green facility. We have a windmill for electricity supplementation, and then we have photovoltaic panels for well water extraction. And that goes up to a 2,000-gallon tank and then gravity feeds. So there's no money spent on water withdrawal.
John has worked with a long list of partners to accomplish conservation projects. One major challenge here is controlling water runoff. Emma Creek runs through the farm and ultimately drains to the Chesapeake Bay. So John has worked to restore wetlands and revitalize the banks of the creek.
We have stream bag fencing the whole length of the farm, which is good because, again, that helps with the erosion. And the stream crossings are built up with stone, so there's very little erosion going into the stream.
The water quality improvement is stunning because oftentimes that stream would run with sediments and be muddy. And to eliminate those hard use areas and to have constructed crossings has just been tremendous.
To help visitors understand the actions that have been taken, there is now informational signage on the farm to explain how these changes protect the natural resources. John and his farm manager, Bill SHOEMAKER, have also begun using an intensive rotational grazing system to promote healthy grass in their pastures.
And he has taken very small paddocks and fenced them with electric fence and moved them almost on a daily basis. Grass-wise, it's, of course you need rain, but I think there's better utilization of the forage.
Beyond the pastures, John and Katie have placed their forest lands in a permanent conservation reserve. This is working to protect shagbark hickory trees that are prime habitat for the endangered Indiana bat. At Huntingdon Farm, each decision is made with an eye toward maximum conservation rather than maximum production.
This is not a crop farm, and the best utilization for this slope and soil type is grazing.
And I think that that's something that John's in tune with too, is that not only are we doing the right thing for nature, but it's also the right thing to do for the bottom line of the business, and it also enhances the health of the herd too.
Together, John and Katie have spent much of their lives protecting their soil and water, improving their forests, and finding ways to raise high-quality cattle while making the least impact on the land.
I think the future of this farm would be to continue what we're doing with programs as well as the raising and breeding of our animals, and to keep it pristine as we can, to learn more about conservation.
I've always had a desire to live lightly on the earth and not be a resource consumer to the nth degree. And everything that we do, my desire is for sustainability.